Hi everybody, I hope you are well. I've been dropping a few little hints about what the 52 project's going to be next year. So it's 52 blocks. This is a little introduction. I'm still in the planning stages, but I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a heads up of what's coming up in 2024. So we've done so far the 52 tags, 52 flags. Last year we did 52 stitches, and getting feedback from people. Everybody really likes doing little things, but some people wanted to do something that it was a bigger piece of work. So that's what I'm trying to do this year. But obviously, like always, you can do this however you want. So my plan and the exit piece that I'm going to do is a big piece. I just thought it'd be quite nice to build it up, hence the name blocks. This is my outline plan. I'm still working it out at the moment, but it's basically a piece of fabric that's 15 inches wide, 22 inches tall, and each week there's going to be a block that we're going to do. Rectangles, all different shapes. Now, obviously, there's different ways that you can do this. My plan, if it works, is going to be to work on one piece of fabric. So what I've actually done, and I will have this once I've got it all finished, it'll be available on the Ko-fi shop, so you'll be able to download it, and it'll have all the week numbers so you'll know where you're going with things. So what I've done with my piece of fabric is I've actually got it all drawn out already so that I sort of know where I'm going. So you can sort of see the sorts of sizes. Some of them are a little bit bigger, some of them are teeny tiny. I thought it'd be quite nice to do a bit of a challenge, different size blocks. But my plan is to work directly onto this. No idea if it's going to work. Hopefully it will. But obviously, if you were somebody that enjoyed doing the 52 tags, you might want to get some tags and do them onto tags. It could be 52 bits in a book. It could be 52 things on a bobbin or a reel. It's totally and utterly up to you. But as I say, I like to try and do something different each year. And I quite enjoyed doing my quilt last year. So I thought, oh, another big piece, because I can see everything that's going on. So what other things are you going to need as well? On my backing piece, I have got a piece of fine linen. I've been using this, for those of you that are thinking about doing the stitching hour, I've been using this for that as well. And I have found it's possibly a little bit too thin sometimes, especially if you're cutting away edges. So one of the things I will probably have with this, which I haven't got to hand, is some iron-on interfacing. So that if I need to, I can put a little bit more behind the fabrics. But we are going to be working on top, so I'm hoping that that's going to be fine. And the main thing, I suppose, really, is choose your favourite colourway. Ideally, the projects have all been about using up your stash, not having to go out and buy really anything new. I can't guarantee that, because it depends on what you've got in your stash. But little bits, I've already started getting a box and putting bits together. So it's no surprise at all that I'm sort of going yellows and blues. They're my go-to colours. I've tried doing things in different colours, and one of the things then is I always struggle for finding bits in my stash because I don't always have those colours. So I just thought, right, I'm determined with this one. I'm not buying anything new. It has to be using up stuff that I've got. And I have like a little scrap basket, and because these are only little rectangles, this will be ideal for using up some of those scraps. There'll be other things that we add into it as well. So one of the other things that I'm going to have is I'll have some Bonder web. Or you can get fabric glue sticks that are also good just for sticking things down to hold things in place. Different types of threads, ribbons, lace, and obviously all your sewing threads and a sewing kit and scissors and things like that. So that's basically where we're going. I can't really show you much more because, as you can see, I've not actually started doing anything yet. But I just thought everybody likes to know what's going on with everything. And yeah, so I hope you're going to join me. I'll hopefully, if I do get some bits done, I'll try and post a few bits so that people can sort of see what we're going to be doing. But if you're not really sure, have a look at some of the past projects that we've done. So on YouTube, there's the tag project. If you look on Instagram and look for the hashtag 52 flags or 52 stitches, you'll see loads. But the main idea is that on a Friday, 12 o'clock, there's a little video comes out. They vary from being 10 minutes long up to half an hour maximum, with a prompt for that week for you to do a small piece of work. So if you are interested, there's two different ways that you can do this. The first one is the Bobbin Along group. So the Bobbin Along group, that's £3 a month. I'm keeping the prices exactly the same this year, next year, not increasing them at all. So I know people say, oh, £3, what do you get for your £3? Well, you get your video every Friday. So across the year, so for £36 across the year, you're going to get 52 videos, 52 prompts. You can join a private Facebook group so you can share and join the Stitch community and anything else that I post on my Ko-fi that I do just for subscribers. The other option that you can do is you can upgrade to the What's Sewing On, and that's £10 a month. So you get this project and also the Stitching Hour stuff, and there'll be videos for that I'll have posted as well. So if you want to have a look at what we're doing for the Stitching Hour, you can have a look. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for joining me and supporting me on my little handmade journey. You don't need to do anything at all. Your subscription, unless you have put it on to cancel, will just continue. If you stop your subscription, you no longer get access to any of the content. It's a subscription, so you get access while you pay. It's a little bit like subscribing to Netflix and stuff like that. You can't have access to stuff that you think, well, I've already paid for that, why don't I get access? But one of the things that I do if people can't continue is, if you have a look in the shop for the previous year, I will post a sheet that gives you access to the content that you've already had. If you are new to Ko-fi and you fancy having a go, I do ask for a contribution towards the project, because people have paid for it, and if you haven't paid for it, it just feels, I suppose, polite really, that you just contribute something towards the cost. It's a voluntary contribution. Yeah, so I think that's everything. Bobbing along, 52 blocks introduction. It'll start in January 2024. Oh, that's the other thing. If you join now, you pay from the day that you join, and that's the day that your direct debit will go out. It's not a case of joining and then it automatically starting in January. It just starts whenever you start. So if you want to join, have a look at the community, see what's already on there beforehand. Fantastic. If you want to wait until the end of December, beginning of January, and then join, that's also perfectly fine. It's just really sharing my love of Stitch. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you 2024. Kind of excited. Okay, happy stitching, everybody. Mwah!